Jason. It's video time again out here at Petrik Farms. So this month, we're going to talk about baby pigs, because we had a lot of them this month. Besides our usual production that we get at the home farm, we also farrowed all of our show pig sows. So we had 25 more litters of babies here in the last couple of weeks. And so we got a lot of cute little guys here to take care of. So the mamas are doing a great job, and everything's going pretty smooth. When these guys come into the world, like we talked about earlier, they're only about 3.5 pounds. So less than half the size that this little guy here is. And when they're born from the mother, we always put the sows into these pens here. They're called farrowing crates. And the reason we put our sows in farrowing crates is because it's the safest environment for the babies. If you look at the crates, you can see that the mother has room to get up and down, and she's got feed and water here for her to take care of her as far as keeping her satisfied. But we also have a safe zone for the baby pigs in the crates. You can see these fingers on the side of the crates, and what those do is when the mother lays down, they'll keep her from flopping over too quickly. So when she lays down, she'll lay down real slow and kind of roll into the side of the crate. And this prevents the baby pigs from getting crushed. Because when they weigh 3.5 pounds, and like this sow here might weigh 500, they're a pretty tiny thing, and she might not even notice. So she might accidentally lay on a pig or two, and we don't want that to happen. The other thing we do to keep the baby pigs safe is we put these lamps in each pen. And these are called heat lamps. And what they do is they create a space in the pen that's warmer than even laying on the mother is. And so the little guys will go underneath the heat lamps to stay warm. And that's a lot safer place for them to be. Because if we didn't have the heat lamps in the pens, the little guys would probably try to crawl on the mother or crawl under her or whatever, and they might get hurt. So baby pigs are kind of like baby humans. We have to do some things, just like with kids, to make sure they grow up to be strong and happy and healthy. So one of the things we'll do is we'll give these guys a shot of iron, because since they're not outside and exposed to any dirt, they don't get any iron in their diet. The mother's milk doesn't have any iron. So you get it from eating meat and other products like that. But these little guys, we'll give them a little injection of iron when they're about 3 days old, so to help them have a healthy immune system. And then we have some other vaccinations that we'll give them, just like you got shots before you started school when you were a youngster. These little guys will get a couple different vaccinations also, and that's to make sure that as they get bigger and go out into the world, that they'll stay happy. And one of the things that we talked about was how we keep all these little pigs straight, how we keep them all straight. And if you remember, we did a little lesson on notching the pig's ears. This little guy's mad at me. He's mad at me for picking him up. But as you can see, we put notches in his ears as a baby. So we know this ear tells me what litter he's from. And see, 2 notches down here tells me that he's from the 2nd litter. This notch up here counts for 3, and this counts for 2. So we know we know that this little guy was the 5th pig in the litter. So as you can see, he's a big strapping lad already. In another week or two, these guys will already be big enough to take away from the mother. I'm going to set him down because he's kind of mad at me. These little black pigs with the white toes and the white nose are purebred Berkshires. They're my favorite breed of pigs at the farm for the show pigs. I think they're the best looking pigs. They're just adorable. And the Berkshires are also known around the world as producing the best quality meat. The Berkshire meat is the tenderest and the juiciest of all the pork that you can buy. So there's a lot of demand for Berkshire pork right now. In fact, we had a really good month last month with a lot of interest in our Berkshire hogs. So we've got a few more litters of purebred Berkshires this time, and we're pretty excited because the mothers really did a good job. They're raising over 10 pigs each per litter. So this mother sow is raising 10 babies, and in about 3 weeks, she's going to produce enough milk that those babies are going to gain probably 150 to 160 pounds total. So, in order for her to produce a litter of pigs that's weighing 150 to 200 pounds at 3 weeks of age, she's going to have to eat a lot of groceries, isn't she? Because she's going to have to produce a tremendous amount of milk. So when the mother sows get into the farrowing crate, we slowly work their feet up, and when their pigs get to be this size, like these little guys over here, then we know that these sows are going to have to probably eat 18 to 20, maybe even more pounds of feed per day. As you can see, it's supper time here at the farm. These guys are really going to work to nurse that sow. And she'll feed those babies about 20 times a day. So we're going to give her all the food that she can eat for the next 3 weeks, and so she can wean the healthiest, hardiest, huskiest pigs that we can. Here's another litter over here that's really growing fast. You can see how husky those pigs are. That mother is really doing a tremendous job. So the pigs that are black with a white belt, those are known as Hampshires. They look like Hampshires. And then a white pig that has erect ears, that looks like a Yorkshire. And then when we cross the Hampshire and the Yorkshire together, we get all these little guys that have spots and blue roan colors in their back. So it's always fun to see the different kinds of colors of pigs you get when we cross the different breeds together. Well, here's a little Hampshire baby I wanted to show you. You'll probably see this guy next year at State Fair because he looks like he might be the biggest, huskiest pig we've got on the farm right now. We're pretty excited to see how this little guy turns out. So we've got 7 more litters of babies due in next week on the show pig farm. These girls here will be dropping babies about March 6th through the 8th. And then we'll be all done on this farm fair one for the year until fall. But as usual, we'll have our pigs coming in every month at the home place. And of course, Dorito wanted to be on the video again because he always likes to show you what a big boy he is. But he'll be busy here in about a month when we get back to work breeding these sows for their fall litters. So, kind of a short video today, but it's really cold out. So, we're going to call it good and hope you guys are staying warm out west. Have a great one. Bye-bye.